Hi, I'm Kelly Howard. I'm here with Robert Ballerini to conduct a paranormal investigation of the main hotel, formerly known as the California Hotel, and at one time the Commercial Hotel. This is where, in 1906, convicted Stockton murderess Emma LeDoux is reported to have poisoned her husband, Albert McVicker, and stuffed him in a trunk, which led to his untimely death. There have been reports of shadowy figures and a presence lurking in the building's hallways. The central piece of evidence in the poisoning and subsequent murder was a travel trunk where Emma had stuffed Albert's body inside. Today, the trunk is on display at the Haggin Museum, located in Stockton, California. We had the opportunity to speak with Susan Obert, the Haggin Museum CEO, to learn about the Emma LeDoux case. Susan, thank you for having us here today. What are we looking at here?
Well, for many people, it'll be just a trunk. From the early 1900s, it was purchased in downtown Stockton.
How did it end up here?
We received it from the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department, and the records end up saying that we got it in the 1960s.
What can you tell us about the story behind the trunk?
The trunk was found at the Stockton train depot. It had a strange smell to it. So they opened the trunk and found Mr. McVicker in it. People believed he had been bludgeoned to death, but later on in the trial, they actually found out that he had been drugged by Emma.
The main hotel has been closed to the public since 2001. Before that, it was low-income housing. As a result, only a few have been inside the building in recent years, including main hotel supervisor Matthew McCann.
My name is Matthew McCann. Also, I go by online Marcus Mack. My role at the main hotel is I keep an eye on it, so you can say security, but I also do some cleanup work. The hallway between the two main buildings, when you first step onto the landing on the second floor, sometimes you feel like there might be something waiting on the other end of that hall. In the LeDoux room is what I call it. When walking in that room, it actually is very quiet in there. It's dead silence. You can't hear a thing. And there are boards up on the windows, so it's really dark inside. Hard to see anything, but little light shines through. But mostly what was creepy is that it felt like there was no sound.
The current owner of the main hotel, Steve Peterson, has granted our team access to the building to conduct our investigation. So do we just set it like this?
Yep.
Oh my God, look at this. I got a picture from 1906 newspaper of how to get to the room.
Welcome out to the Main Street Hotel. We're invited guests. We're here to do research. We're not here to offend thee or bother thee, and please do not attach to any of us or follow us home. We just are looking for information to see if there is still some kind of activity present in the building. Find that you want to talk to us, you can do it through this program. It's necrophonic.
Robert investigated the hotel's second floor, Steve and I went looking for the infamous room 97 on the main hotel's third floor.
There's the stairway going up. Wow. So the numbers are changed. I had a feeling they would be. Pretty common. They changed names and room numbers over the years.
So now this is the third floor.
Wow, look at this stuff. And there's the hallway going to the east. And there's the hallway that goes to the right. Oh, look at this. Now we take a right here, or is it the next one? One of these.
Hit them all up.
Yeah.
Is that the best direction I should head in? Should I proceed in the following direction in front of me? Proceed, you hear that? Proceed. Okay, just a moment. I'm gonna take a picture. You can show up.
Let me take a look at this picture. I don't believe this is it. Here's what the room looked like. Could that be? Could that be the window? Nope. It's not gonna be this room. Definitely not this room. Let me take a look at this room. Oh, these could have been connecting. Nope, it's not this one either. So let's go back to this hallway. This is it right here. This is the room. Oh my God, this thing's going nuts. Look at this. We got activity up here. It just started doing it on its own as soon as I walked in here. This is room 97 right here.
Let me get Robert up here. The meter's going off the charts in that room.
Which one?
Room 97, right up here. Come on up.
Oh, it told us to come this way.
Albert? Are you in here? Come back and talk to us. There it goes. There it goes.
Maybe we can give you some answers.
If you have something to say, you could talk into this device. We can hear your voice on the necrophonic.
By the way, this wasn't the first time Albert and Emma stayed in this room. They had stayed here a couple weeks prior. They believe the first attempt to poison him was on Eddy Street in San Francisco a couple weeks before when they traveled over there. She actually had to call a doctor, and he suspected some type of poisoning. She claimed it was the clams in the beer. When the doctor asked if she had shared the plate and she said yes, then he knew that that was not true. And he was unable to tell what it was, but he knew Albert had ingested something. But,
Help. See, that would be Albert. He'd be asking for help.
yes. Did you just pick up help?
Yeah.
He,
Help.
he wouldn't know what happened to him. And he was maybe lingering because he can't get the answers, but we can
can't
help him.
help you, Albert, but we do know what happened.
Emma poisoned you. You died the next morning, stuffed in a trunk.
Right. That might be Emma.
Emma, are you here? Is it both a woman and a man in here? I think we got both.
Have you been able to move anything? You're here, I know you're here. Can you move something? Person? You moved a person?
They moved the body. This thing's going nuts. Fury. Oh, the phone's acting weird.
Well, there's definitely some draining of the battery going on.
Rage. Oh my God, gruesome.
Albert, if there's one message you want to tell us or anything you want to say, what would it be?
Talk to us.
Love.
You were in love with Emma, we know that. Understandably, she was known to be quite charming. Heart. You gave Emma your heart, she took your life. We hear you. We know the story.
Someone other than Emma and Albert in this room.
Matthew.
How many spirits are here? Can you give us a number? 5. Well, what we want to do is we're gonna leave all this running, and we're gonna vacate the room and let them have freedom to talk on these devices.
Hello, I'm Robert Ballerini, outside the Hotel Maine, where we found some interesting things about Emma LeDuc. Some of the evidence we uncovered was in the form of pictures that showed some shadow figures. In one of our pictures, we spotted what looks like a girl standing at the end of the hall. We took a picture of the wall in where we asked Emma to show herself, and her presence looks like how she appeared in court. Albert gave us a response to where he indicated that he still loves her. He just might not know what happened to him. To round things up, I believe this building needs a spiritual cleansing, and that Emma and Albert will exist on the property until they have a reason to move on.
Is Emma filled with rage for Albert or fury at the fact that she was caught? Does Albert maintain love for Emma from beyond the grave, despite what she did to him? Or are the spirits here tied to some of the Maine hotel's other former inhabitants? What do you believe?